Welcome back, candidates, to our discussion on the standards. And first up, I'm going to take a look at Standard 3, Duties to Clients. And we're going to look at Standard 3A, Loyalty, Prudence, and Care. And here we want to act with reasonable care and exercise prudent judgment. But more importantly, this one gets the big star. We want to act for the benefit of clients and place their interest first. And you need to know this for all 3 levels of your exam. Clients are first. Always, always, always. Commit that to memory. So what's some of the guidance here? We want to take investment actions in the client's best interest. That gets the star. We want to exercise prudence, care, skill, and diligence. We've got to follow that applicable fiduciary duty. We want to manage pools of clients' assets in terms of their governing documents. And what would be a good example of their governing documents? Investment policy statement. Make investment decisions in the context of the total portfolio. That gets a good star too. Vote proxies responsibly and disclose proxy voting policies to clients. And then soft dollars must benefit the client. You might ask yourself, hey, Jim, what is the definition of soft dollars? Can you remind me? Sure. That's simply an investment manager uses client brokerage to purchase research services. So the key here is benefiting client. Once again, clients first, right? All right, fair dealing. That's another big one. We want to deal fairly, objectively with all clients when providing investment analysis, making recommendations, taking action, and engaging in other professional activities. And really, I'm going to circle that word. Key word here is professional activities. So what's some of the guidance? Different level. This is a great test question. Different levels of service are okay as long as it's disclosed. And you're probably seeing a very familiar pattern in our discussion throughout the standards: disclosure, and do not disadvantage any clients. Now, investment recommendations, all clients must have a fair chance to act on every recommendation. And investment actions, you got to treat all clients fairly and consider their investment objectives and circumstances. Now, you want to watch out. There's a little one here that I want to just point out to you. Family accounts. So if you have, say, a brother-in-law who has a certain stock and you're dealing with that stock and your brother-in-law has an account with you, he is treated the same as every other client account. Watch out for that trap door there. They like to think, you might want to think that family accounts don't get the same treatment when they actually do. Now, the idea is you want to disseminate investment recommendations based on indications of interest and suitability. So tuck that away too. All right, moving on to suitability. Hey, I'm going to give this one a big star. Very important for all 3 levels, especially level 1, if you will, for you. So here we want to know the client's risks and return objectives and financial constraints. So when you're making investment recommendations, constraints is a key point. If they say no derivatives, exactly what it means, no derivatives. So you got to take those things into consideration. You need to update that information regularly, especially when circumstances change. Make investment recommendations or take investment actions that are consistent, once again, with your client's objectives and constraints, and look at suitability in a total portfolio context. So what is some of the guidance there? Well, when in an advisory relationship, you gather the information at the outset and prepare our investment policy statement. Now, this would be a good test question too. How often should you update the IPS? At least annually, or if circumstances change and you feel there is a need. So it could be more frequently. But I'm going to put a little question mark by that. Consider whether leverage or derivatives is suitable for the client. Once again, watch out for their constraints. Okay? And if managing a fund or index or other mandate